Good morning. Off-Grid Amy here, 717. Bear and Millie. I am here today to talk about the need for weeds and what happened to us as a society a long time ago. It keeps getting worse. Okay. There's a lot of weeds out there that are edible. Not only are they edible, they're every bit as good tasting as what you buy in the store and pay a lot of money for, that's sprayed with all kinds of poisons and who knows what. The fact is, we got food all around us, and we've been trained to view it as an enemy or something we need to get rid of. Now, not only are there a lot of weeds out there that are very edible for us, but there are also weeds that are beneficial to the soil and build up nutrients and replenish the soil. So when did all this change happen? When did the government declare war on foods that we could find all around us? Well, happened a long time ago. Maybe it wasn't a war so much as it was opportunity to make some money. And one of the first things that comes to mind is lawn care. I mean, at one time, there was nothing wrong with seeing dandelions growing in your lawn, clover, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Then all of a sudden, a nice lawn became a status symbol. Well, you can keep that status symbol because you're paying for it in many ways. But what I want to talk about is a culture. My son has a neighbor. They came from Vietnam. The mother's elderly. I don't know how old she is. I've seen her. She is a trip. My son can tell you stories about her coming up to him and tapping on his shoulder or grunting and pointing at stuff. She doesn't talk a lick of English. But, yeah, one day she wanted to collect some dandelions from the neighborhood. Everything on that plant is edible. Not only is it edible, a lot of weeds carry far more nutrients and beneficial things to your health than what we associate as vegetables today that we pay for in the store. So, I got some new reads for me. I have a very small library of useful things. And I remember first time I ate my first weed at Camp Freedom. It was such a heartwarming experience. I have a video about it somewhere. It was dandelion, and no sooner did I pop it in my mouth than the thought occurred to me, oh man, I hope the dog didn't pee on this. Yeah, what a thought to have in your mind when you got a mouthful of something that a dog could have peed on. Bottom line is, that whole plant's edible, and I don't know if the dog peed on it or not, but it tasted pretty doggone good. I enjoyed it. So that was my first experience with eating weeds. But hey, who knows? Maybe a long time ago, the stuff we commonly eat and put in our salads were called weeds due to their lack of nutritional value in our lives and just the high water content and not much else other than that. So, what books did I get today? Edible Wild Plants. Is that backwards or is that my imagination? Or am I backwards? Anyway, the complete guide to edible wild plants. This was actually produced by the Department of Army as a field class on survival for troops that get caught behind enemy lines or whatever. Somebody's shot down. Who knows? It was part of a survival guide. Now, I got this other book. Once again, this looks backwards to me. Weeds of the Northeast. Why do cameras do that? Why can't they? Yeah. This is a thick book. These weeds are edible, my friends. There's pictures of it. Okay. Let's see. I guess it don't matter if pictures are backwards. But you can see there's pictures of the plants, descriptions, because there are look-alike plants you don't want to eat in some cases. But the illustrations are amazing. Nice glossy pages. This book was, well, let me just read. Weeds of the Northeast, 2nd edition, revised and expanded to include mid-Atlantic states. So it's not just the Northeast. It was, the names at the bottom, I don't know if they're contributors. They wrote it was Joseph C. Neal, Richard H. UVA. UVA, that sounds like a University of Arizona. I don't know. I guess that's his name. Joseph M. DiTomaso. And, oh, maybe relatives, brothers. Antonio Di Tommaso. I didn't have my copy yet today. But anyway, these are 2 new reads I got. They're supposed to be outstanding books. I don't know, but the pictures look good. You want to know what you're eating if you're going to be out there trying to see what's growing in your neighborhood. Hi, Millie. Millie's trying to find ways to get in this video, but I just... Here, put your ear up here. There, you're in the video. Yeah, I just wanted to share this with you, that we should all have a need for our weeds. I like that, need for weeds. I don't mean smoking it, but although mowing, you can smoke in there. I still don't understand. They say there's a health benefit to smoking mowing. Please, if somebody knows how putting something bad in your lungs can make something good, explain that one to me. But apparently it does. But anyway, I got mullein growing all over this place. And if there's mullein growing, we mow around it. And that's just the way it is. And then I'll gather up the seeds and we'll have more mullein next year. So, you're going to knock it over. But anyway, I just wanted to share for you, or with you, that it might be a good idea to get to know some of these weeds that are edible, because they are a good food source. They're all around us, and don't wait until the need occurs where maybe you can't afford food anymore, you can't afford this, or you can't get to a store for whatever reason, or, you know, I know it may sound out there, but the fact of the matter is, whether it sounds out there or not, there's more nutrition in a lot of the weeds in your backyard that you can eat the whole thing and even make coffee out of something called the dandelion root. So, or teas. This year's a big year for me drying stuff. It's not a bad thing to know. And if you wait until buy the books and let them sit in your shelf and wait for something to happen, Oh, man. Hope it never does. But I don't think that the United States is above adversity. As a matter of fact, I think we're full speed ahead going into that territory. Just my opinion. And if I can give you a tool that'll help you, that's what I will do. So, educate yourself a little. I'm not saying you got to go overboard, but educate yourself. Try it. Step out of your comfort zone. Go find some weeds today and eat them. Make sure the dog don't pee on them. You all have a blessed day and have a good weekend. Be safe out there, folks. Enjoy the life that we were given. Amy out.